Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Free Spirits. It's a dirt track, and there's not a soul to be seen around here. I've already covered about 20-25 kilometers. It's going to take 1 hour, approximately 1 hour to reach there. It's a straight track, but it's got a lot of corrugations, which is a bit of a problem. So I need to drive a little slower. I'm not really pushing it. Plus, I'm trying to drive a little close to the corners where there's soft sand. I haven't deflated, still in two-wheel drive. So apparently once I reach Mitten, then from there is like 30 kilometers more towards Ramlat Jadilah. So let's hope that I can make it. I'm alone this time again, and but it's okay. So far the track is okay, and I'm going slowly. Plus I have all the equipment and everything with me. So looking forward to reaching there and enjoying the Ramlat Jadilah, finally, to have a look at it. I'm keeping them at 17, not deflating down to 15 or 14. I don't think I'm going to do dune bashing, so 17 should be okay. time to climb it up. That looks really high up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go really slowly. First, let me check the time. 3:30, 3:40. So essentially what that means is that I have got 2 hours till sunset. And I am literally going to go at a snail's pace, because if I start to get, too tired, it's going to be very difficult to reach to the top. And I look at it, it looks close. Look at this. This is the route that I'm going to take all the way up there. It looks really difficult, honestly. I've got water with me. Unique arrangement. Check it out. Beautiful. Come. Keep the sugar level going. Shwe, shwe. Slowly, slowly. So, Ramlat Jadilah is... Why am I shouting? It's so quiet over here. There's nobody. Ramlat Jadilah is a sand dune, 455 meters from the sea level. And sand is becoming soft. So, I don't know if I should know. There's no point in walking down on that side, because that's going to be even softer. So, my best shot is to stay at the edge of it and keep going slowly. Okay, I'll keep chatting with you guys as I'm going up. Fortunately, the sun is on this side, so I need to keep the camera on this side, on this arm. So yesterday, what happened was, actually day before yesterday, I'm going to slow down now. Day before yesterday, I left from Dubai and I took the Al Ain route, Mazyad border, and then I crossed into Oman. But what I did was that I went to Haima, and I'm going to sit for 2 minutes. That shows my fitness level. Just going to sit for 2 minutes, just a second. Okay, so yeah, I went to Haima and stayed there the night. So basically that helped me break up the journey. Ramlat Jadilah is like 15 hours, 1500 kilometers. So I broke it into half. I went to Haima, stayed there night. Very good Haima hotel. I don't know what it's called. Very nice, very comfortable. Slept there the whole night. Next day I was coming here. So I left there in the morning around 8, 9. But what I noticed was that when I reached Sumret, from where you're supposed to turn right towards this, it was like 2 o'clock. So I realized, and then there's another 3 hours to go. So for me, that wasn't a good idea, because if I enter this place at night, already I'm kind of thinking, I have the Gaia which is running, so I know where I came from, and I'm going to go back from that route. But if I had, taken the night drive on this, it's impossible to find this place. There are markings, there are 2 markings on the Google map of Ramlat Jadilah. The first one is way behind. This is the one, the main one. So I decided, no, I don't want to come here. I'm going to go straight. Salalah was just 1 hour away. So I made that decision and I went into Salalah. I spent the night, and that was a very good decision, because I have some footage which I'll share over here, which was that normally we come in the Kharif season and it's so much fog you can't really see anything. But I was surprised to see that when you come in the normal times, like in December now, today's 1st of December, yeah, so it was so clear and still it was green. It was very nice, beautiful. The weather was 20, 22, very nice. It's an ideal place, honestly. So I stayed there the night, okay. Also had some stuff to do with my car. I made sure that I'm ready. Battery, oil, filter, everything got checked, coolants, etc., tires, spare tire, everything got checked, okay. So I'm kind of, I don't know what could happen, but from my side, I prepared myself, and I think that's very important for everybody to do. So got the car fixed, and everything is now working. Came here next day, then which was today. I left from Salalah in the morning at 9. I reached Sumret around 11:30, and from there I came here. So what that advantage was, that I could actually reach this place in the daylight. So as I think that was a good decision. Let me start walking. Because if, for example, under any circumstances, something happened to my car or something, God forbid, then getting help in the night is impossible. Here at least now it's still I've got 2 hours. Now I'm just climbing, which is kind of a bit of a struggle. That's why I'm not going to push myself to create a little bit of, even the slightest bit of problem for myself. So I'm climbing up. Look at this curve that I'm climbing up on. My God. One trick that I learned, just to share with you, when climbing, like in hiking, if you make sure that your knees don't cross your front, which means that your steps are so small that the knees stay back, you won't get tired. Your muscles won't get tired. So that's what I'm doing. Going really, really slow, okay? As much as I can, not beyond. Now, like again, feeling a bit tired. Time's up. I'll sit back, relax, and then take it from there. Okay, so the plan is, sorry I'm breathing a bit heavy, hope it doesn't disturb the video. The plan is that I'm going to go up, make video, see if I can get a time lapse. I got the phone with me, and then come down by evening, set up the camp, sleep in the car of course, though there's nothing here. Sleep in the car, make some food if I can, and just relax. Sleep the night, in the morning, drive around a little bit with the GoPro on, so get some footage around this area. It is small dunes and ridges, so need to be careful to stay around the flat areas, and I think that should be okay. All right, so I'm going to stop now, like a video, go a little bit higher, so you don't have to go through the entire misery of watching me breathe so heavily. And I'll try and catch you halfway up or maybe to the top. Okay. So the update is that it's been 35 minutes and I've come like three quarters of the way up. This is where I need to go. So straight up from here on that ridge up to the top over there. To be honest, I've seen people do it, like they reach the top and from there I actually saw one guy who did a handstand over there for some reason. So I don't know, people have their own unique way of celebrating it. But I'm taking a break. I'm okay. I'm not I don't feel unhealthy or anything. I'm okay. I'm just stopping a lot. Every 10 meters, 15 meters, I stop and get my breath together. Some of the climbs are really tough, like and I noticed that it's not at the ridge actually, which is hard. It's actually away from the ridge, about 2 meters away. No, 1 meter away from the ridge. It's really hard. So when I got those patches, that was such a relief. You can almost like walking on concrete. But it's a climb, so obviously you get tired. I got my water going here, so that's also good. It's okay, alhamdulillah, so far I'm okay. There's still time. It's 4:20 right now. Sunset is going to be at around 5:30, 5:45. So okay, final update. Can't make it to the top. See that behind me? That's about 20-25 meters. It's impossible. The way I climbed on the ridge, the problem is that if you have your car, now I realize how much the cars, because of their horsepower and their configuration. They do so well. This by foot is really difficult. So I did show you. I made quite a bit of headway, to be honest. Look at all the track that I followed all the way there, and maybe you can see at the back also the Ramlat Jadilah. I couldn't climb to the top. I think people have, but I think till where I reached, pretty proud of myself. So let me do some footage now. Just let me show you where we are. There's the time lapse running. That is the Ramlat Jadilah right in front of you. And the sunset is on this side. I came back almost a kilometer away from the Ramlat to get a nice position to film it, and also just to, I'm so hungry because of the walk I did. I'll tell you what I did actually. So let me just put this here now on the stand. Okay, all good, perfect. Okay, you can see me, I think. So you got the oil going here, and I'm going to just fry some shish kebab. I've got some, this time no burgers, because that was a good experiment, but this time we need something more material. So let's go open this up. I made a mistake actually. You know what? When I was up on the, when I went all the way up, almost all the way up, because the way back was so difficult, the same curves, I didn't go the curvy way. This thing needs to be a little more stable, man. So I didn't go back the curvy way. I went back a straight decline. And that straight decline was in the back of the dune. So essentially what that meant is that I actually came down on the other side of the dune. Which basically, four. Which basically happened for me to save time. But what that did was that I actually had to walk 1 kilometer around the dune to come to the front side where the car was. That really exhausted me. Let me put this in the cool box. Come back. It took like half an hour for me to go around and come back, and that was really tiring. So I got really tired, And now I'm like, khalas, I just need to eat these mutton kebabs. Oi, oi, oi. You have no idea what else I've got. I'm going to make a plate and show you. This is when you go, man, on these supermarkets. Sometimes you can go overboard. Not windy, okay, which is amazing, because normally at sunset the wind goes crazy. You might be thinking why I'm having it so early, dinner. Actually, I had lunch pretty early, like at 12 at Tumret. So, and this walk all the way up, my goodness. By the way, if you want a good choice, this hydro flask keeps things really cold. It really helped me all the way up. There's no reception. Reception was gone as soon as I left Maziona, which is not good. I thought it will continue, but that dirt track that I covered, my God, that was long. About 75 kilometers. That kind of got me a bit tired, and there was no reception. So, of course, I had to inform everybody. So when I reached Mitten, I went to the mosque. A couple of nice guys over there. I requested them to give me hotspot, and with the hotspot, then I actually informed that I'm okay, and that tomorrow now I'll be able to send a message back. So tonight it's going to be in front of the Ramlat Jadilah, and with some nice food here. It's got going. Let's look at some of the other stuff I've got. Haha, look at this. Hummus, tahina. Let's go. So we're going to have this. Okay. Beautiful. Do I have a spoon? Who needs a spoon when you've got a plate is clean? By the way, I've got this equipment, okay? This is to take the temperature of anything. So you point at something. Okay. So right now it's, I don't know if you can read it over here. It's showing 24.2. So that's the temperature right now. Let me see how much this is. Whoa, check this out. It's 84 in the pan. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on the temperature throughout the night when I'm awake. So the plan is that I'm going to sleep after the food. Khalas. I'm too tired. There's no point in staying awake. But there's a reason why I'm sleeping so early. So let's say I sleep by 8-ish, 7:38. I'll wake up by 2:30, I think, in the night, as usual. And it's a 100% dark night. There's no moon today. And where I am, I think there cannot be a more darker place at night. So my plan is, I'm going to have, I bought my camera, the still camera, Canon. After a long time, I pulled it out because it has a time lapse, and not time lapse, it has that control on the shutter speed and everything. It's a DSLR, so I'm going to use that and see. I'm going to make this well done. I don't want any smell or anything. So in the meantime, let me get this stuff going here. Okay, this doesn't look very hummusy. Why is it so hard? Maybe the taste is good. Okay. Okay. Got hummus is done here. Tomorrow I'm going to have the rest of it in the morning. Breakfast. Also check this out. Got some my favorite green olives. And I don't know if it's getting dark. Let me see. Otherwise I'll put the light. Yeah, it is kind of getting dark. So let me just stop it and get the light. Okay, the lights are on. Beautiful. Things are rolling good. These are mutton kebabs. Okay, got the olives in, hummus. Oh, ho, ho. There's more. Check this out. What's it? Baked beans. Today is big. Ramlat Jadilah is worth a celebration. Okay. Why am I taking it off? It's supposed to. Okay. Okay. Where is my spoon? Let me think. Where did I keep my spoon? Okay, let me close this because this is a use. Yeah. Okay. This is not good. Okay. Warrior code. It's getting pretty dark now around me. Oh, ready. Okay. Wow, beauty. Let's get the buns in. What do you think? Nice, right? Okay, I'm going to eat now because this is, cannot hold it any further. I'm going to switch off. I'm going to come back to you later. Thank you. So it's been half an hour, I'm up. It was so cold, even though I have a blanket and everything where I sleep, and I'm sleeping inside the car. So it's honestly, the wind can't catch me. Windows are slightly open, but right now I don't know what the temperature is, we'll just check it. But it's so cold from the night. Even from like 2 o'clock, it wasn't that cold. But I think as soon as reaches about 3 or 4 a.m., it really becomes cold. So I'm just wearing my shoes before I, do the rest of the stuff, clean up the car, have a little bit of breakfast, and then move out. See what the plan for the day is. My whole body is quite sore, muscles basically, from the climb yesterday. It was a pretty tall climb, to be honest. First time in my life, although we go to the dunes a lot, but that was the first time I climbed so much of an area. Another thing I think I needed to share with you, you'll see in the night photography, I used an app. Try to remember the name. I think it's an app which is for identifying the galaxies and the planets. Wait 1 minute. Okay, so this app that you will see on the video, which I think most of you will like, is known as Stellarium. Okay, Stellarium. I'll put the name also. What a amazing app it is, honestly. I'll tell you why. You just, I think some of you might have used it. It's also for kids, so it's very educational, very useful. What you do in that is, you take it out, even if you're offline, doesn't matter. It reads the star formation and the constellation, and it actually identifies exactly what you're looking at. Wow, I was blown away. I have downloaded it before I came here thinking, you know what, I'll try. Maybe it can, just pick out a few things. And I thought that, how is it possible that, without being online, how can it read the stars in something? But when I switched it on, it had picked up my location in Mazuna, the app itself. So basically it took that. And then when I started looking up, I think the constellation works in the same way. It keeps moving around. So they've locked in those locations, and depending on where you are directionally, they will pick out where the stars are. I was blown away. When I put it up towards the sky, you would see how every star that I could see, because my cameras won't be able to catch it, as you'll see, my cameras couldn't go that deep to find, and that much quality will not be there, even though I took lots of pictures and I'll share it. But the quality, the way this app got the formation right, like I was seeing it on the app, and then I moved the app and looked at the sky and the stars, the same formation. So it's amazing, and it actually showed the planets where they are, which I never knew. I mean, Venus was like really bright. I'm sure those of you who do this will know this already, but for me it was pretty impressive. Okay, so now I'm in a much better position than when I woke up, honestly, in terms of being prepared for this cold. I want to check the temperature because yesterday we slept at 24, which wasn't too bad. I need to clean up this area also, by the way. I like to do that. Wake up in the morning, messy car, everything in the night going here and there, and then just cleaning it up completely. That's Ramlat, and this is an amazing place. Okay, so I'm going to use my new equipment. See it here? Okay, that switches it on. Let me go towards a point and just point it towards you just point it towards whatever temperature. So I think the ground is a good gauge right now. Okay. See what it's showing? Don't know if you guys can see. Wait. Yeah, 12.1. 12.1. Honestly, that is pretty cold. No wonder I'm feeling cold. So what I'm going to do, best thing to do when it's cold, have a nice cup of coffee and enjoy the view. I'm also going to, just for perspective's sake, I thought that I'll keep the camera a little high and drive my car towards that place, just for all of you to see how high that is vis-a-vis the car, because it's very difficult for me to capture the scale of this place. I noticed that in the videos that I posted for Liva, or some other places we went, the scale is very difficult to capture on your cameras, what you're seeing visually versus what actually it is. So I'm going to try and do that. Let me clean up the car in another 10-15 minutes, everything in its place, get the breakfast stuff out, prepare. I have the breakfast anyways. This time I'm not going to cook anything. I'm just going to eat a cheese sandwich, and I've got 2 fresh labanat, which is nice, being healthy these days. And water is there, so that's it. And then make coffee and then join you, okay? This is a new set that I got off Amazon. It's very nice. So now it's about 8 o'clock. Cleaned up the car. Everything is ready, good to go. Just going to make some tea, coffee actually, and have a light breakfast, and then I'm going to move. This is a set that I got off Amazon. It's really cute. Look at it. It's got a nice vibe to it. So I'm going to get the coffee going, and I've got cheese and buns, which should be good. So just clean this up. I started writing down points to share with you about this journey, because I feel like, as I said earlier also, there's not much material available on what needs to be done. Well, always take your garbage with you. So I've got a garbage bin here, which I'm clearing up. This area, of course, is very clean. So that's good. I don't want to leave anything. Yeah, so as I was saying, let me share with you, take this opportunity. The sun is coming out from this side. So I see the shade coming towards me now. So in a little while, the shade will be gone. So the sun is coming. So a few points to share with you when you're coming to this part of the world. First thing is that Mazuna city that we passed, the Mazuna town that we passed, is your last chance for filling up. Mazuna is a pretty busy city. Okay, I'll share a video I made while I was standing at the Maha station of how much there is: restaurants, groceries, ATMs, everything is there. So primarily you don't need to do anything till you reach Mazuna. All your preparation, all the things that I did, most of it I got from Mazuna. Even the vegetables and eggs, everything is available. So first point to note when you're coming over here, Mazuna is your go-to point where you'll stop and you'll fill out everything, okay? And the next thing that you need to keep in mind is that this location, Mitin, and then away from Mitin, now where I am, next to the Ramlat, this is actually now going into almost the Saudi and the Yemeni border. So if I look straight ahead, 13 kilometers, there's the Saudi border, and on this side, 11 kilometers, there's the Yemen border. So very heavily guarded area. So of course that means that there was a checkpoint as soon as you come in from Tumreit towards Mazuna, you will find an army checkpoint. Keep your documents ready, like your Emirates ID, passport, car registration should be in place. Okay, so that's taken care of. They don't ask, they're very polite people. So as long as your papers are in order, if they ask you, tell them I'm going to see Ramlat Jadilah. That should be okay. In fact, I was surprised some of them didn't know what it was. So I was pleasantly surprised that I'm going all the way from Dubai to search for it. The second thing is Of course, I saw some, fighter jets also pass through. So it's a very, it's almost like a camp, army campsite, this whole area. And there's heavy guard around. Right before you turn towards, inside towards the Ramlat, there is a police guard, which you saw, that barrier that comes. So never cross a barrier, okay, never try to act smart. When you're coming towards Ramlat from Mitin, that's directionally north. So all the way from Mazuna all the way to Mitin and then to Ramlat Jadilah, it's all in north direction. So you're not supposed to turn left from there, okay, because left is all the borders close by. So make sure you don't do that. Just stay on the track, follow GPS. GPS will bring you on. You put Ramlat Jadilah, it will bring you here. So I did that. What else? Yeah. And then, of course, because there's army all around, you don't want to make the mistake of keeping your walkie-talkie or some kind of GPS equipment or something, binoculars, These are the things they are very sensitive about, and rightly so. So you want to make sure you check your car properly, because we do that, of course, over there while we're there. So we normally go around and, have walkies in our cars. So you need to do a clean check on your car before you come in, so that you know that this is something that you don't have. My mug from Salala, if you saw the video. I hope you're liking the videos. I reduced the commentary a bit on it this time, because it can get a bit long. But please feel free to comment on this if you like it or not. Yeah, this is warm. This is not so cold. Oh, beautiful. That's not meant for this, but let's use it. Coffee. Now it must be 13 or 14 degrees. Actually, maybe more, maybe 15 now. It's quickly getting warm, which is good. So don't keep any of this radios and this stuff in your car. You're going to end up in trouble. They also keep in mind that in case they, for some reason, security reasons or any reason, they send you back, that's also a possibility. I was worried when I was coming here that the thing that could happen is that you reach all the way here and they ask you to go back, which has happened to people. So, but as you would have seen in the way video that I was coming, they're actually making a road now towards Mitin, which is great. I used some part of it, but there is actually now a road which comes straight down to Mitin. I think they're going to complete it in a year or so, and that would be really good, because then the security obviously will be formalized and everything will be in place. So it's going to become a proper touristic spot. Okay, that's it. So 2 fresh laban, 1 cheese bun, and 1 coffee. Breakfast is ready. Okay, I'm going to try and do the perspective test. I've set up the camera over here, very close to where I was, just in front of the one, about 100 meters from the big dune at the back. I'm going to drive around just to see if this really makes sense. be honest. I don't know if I'm too close to the camera. Let me just sit here. So it's actually a lot of fun going up. I didn't go that high. It's crisscrossing all the way as far as you can go. And the main big dune, that's not easily accessible. So there was a minor kind of a dune that I did. And the sand is soft. Maybe early morning though, there was no mist or anything, so it's still soft. But I think in the daytime it's going to become much more softer, and then it's going to be really difficult to climb it up. But if there are 2-3 cars, honestly, and good drivers, you can't reach the top, but you can play around this area. On that side also I went. You might have seen, I don't know if it captured or not, I went up 1 or 2 dunes. It was doable, it wasn't that difficult. So that's it on Ramlat Jadilah. I'm not going to wait here for too long. It's getting a bit sunny and hot, and I need to go back all the way. So I'm going to start my way back. I have the camera running over here also, which is picking us up as we speak. Yep. So we're going to go back now and inflate our tires on the track, and then go back all the way to Mezuna. And on the way, I'll catch up with you. Great. And I'm going back now towards Mezuna. The track is pretty, I can do it much faster. When I came I was slower, I was just a little bit more cautious, but on the way back I noticed that some of the patches you can actually go very fast.